We now go to Peter Griffin for You Know What Really Grinds My Gears.
Thanks, Tom.
You know what really grinds my gears? Fiverr. I'm someone that uses Fiverr on almost a daily basis. Whether it comes to me hiring video editors, thumbnail designers, graphic artists, or just people to make my merch or make my posters for my original films. It's a service that is wonderful for people like me that cannot afford to shell out thousands and thousands of dollars for established artists. It's mutually beneficial because people like me can get affordable work done, while the people that I'm hiring are able to build out a portfolio for themselves and actually get freelance work experience. It's a win-win.
Damn good deal.
There has been a weird epidemic with AI infesting Fiverr. I mean, AI has been infesting everything. It's impossible now to go on social media and not see an AI image. My parents have sent me so many AI pictures thinking that they're real. It's like, just for the love of God, we need to get some legislation on this crap before it gets really bad. But not the point of the video. We're moving on. The latest project I've been sort of working on is this new merch line for the Firewood Media store. We're changing storefronts, all that type of stuff. So I want to have all new designs for the storefront. And while looking through Fiverr to hire some artists, I noticed, wow, there's a lot of AI stuff here. More AI than actual human creators. And that's the topic of this video. So while scrolling through, I kind of thought, okay, for every one human artist, there are 6 AI artists. To me, that already is a very significant problem because it's oversaturated. This is a failure on Fiverr's part, and Fiverr themselves have been very well aware of AI infesting their platform for a very long time. I remember back in like 2022 even, there were disclaimers where it said, hey, we recommend that you message the people that you're hiring to make sure that they're not using AI, or if they are, that you're cool with that. It was just sort of a little disclaimer. I appreciated it at the time because it's like, I want to make sure that my stuff is 100% human-made, right? And when I say human-made, I'm talking about image generation. I'm not talking about like, oh, they used the line tool and then it straightened it in Photoshop. I don't care about that. I care about, did they just go to ChatGPT and say, okay, make me a picture of this, and then sent it back to me, and then I had to pay them, $100 for that. So in 2022, they just kind of had a disclaimer. And then about a year or two later, they had an entire tab dedicated to AI artists. And right off the bat, I'm like, oh, red flag, that's not good. And it honestly broke my heart because a lot of the artists that I've been hiring, I became friends with. Like literally most of them I'm actually friends with on Facebook. It went beyond a professional relationship. And it's like some of these people live in entirely different continents than I do. It's so cool. And with this, it's like you're ruining that connection from being made. It's heartbreaking. But again, it was optional. It was something where you could avoid it if you really wanted to. Now that isn't the case. You type in anything and you're gonna get AI search results where it's like, I will make AI art for you. And it's like they're charging like $20. It's like, dude, what are we doing? What I don't understand is this. There's clearly a market for it because if they are offering a service, it means that at least someone is out there paying for the service. Who is out there buying AI generated images from someone? Genuinely, I want to know. Like, you don't have to pay anything to go on ChatGPT and say, generate an image of this. I mean, granted, there is a cost. It's, the environment getting fucked and data centers ruining neighborhoods, but that's besides the point. Like, what is the point of paying someone to do something like that? You are paying someone who is too lazy to draw themselves, so then they have a website do it for them, then the website spits it out, gives it back to the person then takes it, and then they give it to the seller, and then the seller gives them money. They didn't do anything. They were the middleman. In fact, the computer didn't even do anything. That was just stolen artwork in the first place. I'm getting a headache just like thinking about this. It's so stupid. And I get what you're probably thinking. Well, who cares, right? It's AI art. You're gonna see it anyways. Get over it. To that I say, no. Fiverr used to be a place where you could go and hire people to do a job that was done by them, right? Like, when I go on Fiverr looking for an artist to create a thumbnail for me, I don't want AI slop. I want something that only they could make. I want something that only a human can make, because I'm paying for their experiences, for their expertise, for their skills to be used on my project. It's a privilege to have them work with me. You're throwing all that away to just have some dude just give you AI slop. It's like, I don't understand it. And on one hand, you could say, well, aren't you sort of doing the same thing? Like, you're just having someone make something for you. It's the same as going to AI and having AI make art for you. I disagree because, again, I'm hiring someone who's human with a perspective behind them. I can say, hey, just go crazy with this. Here's the general premise. Go nuts. And I'll give you an example. Back in 2023, I made a movie called Wayward Sons, and I reached out to a poster artist on there who I'm now friends with. Great person, love their work. Anyways, long story short is I sent him this Batman poster that I thought looked really cool, and I was like, hey, can you use this color palette specifically for the poster? I think it'd be really neat to go with this like kind of monochrome blue look. I'm like, well, here's some frames from the movie. Just kind of pick and choose what you think would be cool to include on a poster and go nuts with it. Do your own thing. I literally said, here's the color and here's like bare bones elements of like what should be in it. And he made this. This is fucking awesome. In fact, I love it so much, it's hanging up right there. It's to my left right now. I love this poster with every fiber of my being. It's seriously just incredible. And I honestly, I'm getting emotional thinking about this because it's like, this was such a unique experience that I was able to have with a human. Now imagine that with ChatGPT, telling them, okay, ChatGPT, make me this poster, include elements of this movie and this, and, you know, make it look like this Batman poster. It would look like shit. Another example. After I was just so sick of Fiverr being riddled with AI art, I made a tweet where I basically said, this is stupid, Fiverr should fix it. By the way, I'm looking to hire, you know, human artists to work on some of my stuff, whether it be thumbnails, merch, what have you. And the best thing to come out of it was the fact that I got so many great responses from human artists. In fact, my favorite of the bunch was this account here. I'm gonna put it right here on screen, give them a follow. I reached out to them and I was like, hey, I'm doing this merch for, you know, this movie that I made. It's called DV. Here's the monster. Can you just come up with some cool designs? They said, say less, and they gave me a fuck ton of designs. It's like, holy shit, dude. Like, this is incredible. It's so cool being able to actually talk with people who have experience in art, paying them to do what they love and to just make whatever the fuck they want without any creative limitations whatsoever. AI could never do this. To me, that's the tragedy in all this. It's like, I want to be able to pay people to do things that they love because I win and they win. So instead of me just endlessly complaining and bitching about this, what are some solutions that Fiverr could do? Well, first off, just ban AI art. I know it's hard to do that because it's becoming almost like incomprehensible, or, you know, like you can't even like determine sometimes if it's AI art or not because it's getting really, really accurate and it's getting scary. But regardless, have a strict no AI art policy. I mean, there are ways you can detect it still. We're getting to that point where it can determine if an image is made by AI. I think also you can blur an AI image and it'll just turn into like a brown kind of like very rigid pattern. I believe that's still the case now. There's ways to detect it. Do your job, protect your human artists, ban AI art. The other more conservative option would be to just have a thing that a seller has to click where it's like, I'm an AI artist, and they click it, and then you could filter out all the AI bullshit, and you can hire a human artist if you want, or if you want, hire an AI artist. I don't know why you would, but make it so that you actually have a choice to filter those people out. The third option would be just, I don't know, don't use Fiverr. I wish there was an alternative to Fiverr. Maybe there is, and I'm just completely ignorant. If there is, comment it down below. I'll pin it. But yeah, I'm sick of using Fiverr at this point. I'm pretty done. And it's frustrating because this channel's only getting bigger and I want to be able to use that opportunity to hire more people to help me out with some bigger projects and to also support independent artists. And if there's going to be a takeaway from this, support independent artists. That's all I can really say. Do your best. You know, there's tons of them that have open commissions on Twitter. Do whatever you can. You know, it shouldn't really be a charity case, but at this point, AI is turning it into a charity case because it's been so easy to just go to a ChatGPT or DALL-E or whatever the fuck and say, okay, make me this image. It's a very nuanced topic, but my opinion of it as someone who hires people in this specific position, it's frustrating because I want the real deal. I don't want some clanker to shit out some product that I don't even want to use myself. With all that out of the way, I'm Cole McCormick. You're watching Firewind Media. If you're curious to check out some of the movies that I've made in the past and, that I mentioned here in this video, there's a playlist right there for you. I also have a video here that you might... I also made a video talking about AI way back in 2023. It's kind of outdated. It bombed when it came out, but I think it could use some love, so I'll link that right here. Subscribe, become a channel member, the whole 9 yards. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.